Is that your drawing?
Yes.
Is that your psychic power?
My psychic power drawing.
Oh.
You see his big nose? Freckles?
Yeah.
Goatee? Tony did not look like this when we met. He was this skinny, scrawny, no hair on his face. This kind of set in a few years into our relationship. Today I am going to go back in time. Notice how awesome my lighting looks? I got new lights. I would like to share a journal entry from 2010, that's 7 years ago, right before I started talking to Tony again. And I am talking about wanting to move out with my friend Lupe. There's a list that I wrote on February 8th. And I would like to share that with you. A lot of these things are going to be ungrammatical and awkward, so I'm just going to say them in the best way that I can, even though it's not word for word what is on the page. Okay. On February 8th, I made a list of small purchases I can make in order to move out. The other day, I bought 2 toothbrushes, sulfur soap, and Q-tips. I got excited because these are purchases that I can include into my big move out. So all of these together amount about $100. Small list of purchases. Guantes for the shower to scrub myself. Shaving cream, razors, mouthwash. Always. Cups, mugs, plates, small plates, bowls, batteries, yellow dish gloves. Candles and boxes for personal necessities. Hand soap container. Toothbrush container. Tongs. Potato peeler. Salt and pepper shakers, big spatulas, big spoons, lemon squeezer, cutting board, silverware separator, rinser, silverware, medium frying pan, white curtains, cobertor blanco, like a bed cover, sábanas blancas, white sheets, paquete de sábanas, some more sheets, throw blanket, more white curtains, a beige drapes, clothes hangers, closet shoe rack, shower robe, yellow towels. So I thought that was going to be about $234, $124, plus about $100. Boy, was I wrong. It's a lot more expensive than I thought to live by myself. I lived with my mom, but my mom could barely make ends meet herself. The reason why I wanted to share that with you is because I planned to move out on my own so many times when I was younger, and I felt like it would never happen. I felt like I was lost. I felt that I didn't have what it takes, that I would never be economically stable, that I would be living with my mom forever, or that I could never afford it. I was a starving student. I was stressed out. I was living in poverty, living in a lot of depression, and I just didn't think that I could make ends meet. I felt very lonely. Sometimes I felt like I didn't have enough time to have fun in a day. I would go to work in the mornings and then strictly to school afterwards. And let's just say I was in a rut, okay? But even in the midst of my desperation, even in the midst of that poverty, my hope was never really gone. I drew pictures, I made lists, I plotted my future. So much so that I feel like my thoughts and my plotting and my sticking to school and my, staying focused really brought me my success. I always thought positive, and somewhere deep down I always believed that it would happen. I never stopped believing that I could. with my journals and my planning and my dreaming, my hopes never failed. If I could go back in time, since I am looking back, I would tell myself, trust in yourself. It's gonna be okay. You're a lot stronger than you think you are. You're a lot smarter than you think you are. But of course, Nora at that time didn't know that. Nora at that time didn't know her strengths. And my suggestion to you, my future, is hang on. You're a lot stronger than you think you are. You're a lot more valuable than you think you are. And if you give up before you give yourself the opportunity to make it happen, to make your dreams come true, not only are you going to be deprived of all the greatness you can accomplish, think of all the people who need your talents. Think of all the people who need of your passions and your life. You can change this world. I know it doesn't seem like it, but every day when I go to work and I see my students, there's something about my smile, there's something about my presence there that is going to make their life different. And I have a feeling that if I had given up on myself years ago, I couldn't offer that to everybody else. And then I couldn't look around my life now and enjoy it as much as I do. So hang on, stay tough. Please be kind to yourself, be kind to others. And life is gonna just be beautiful for you. Now, what kind of scholar would I be if I just shared my claims with you without providing some evidence? A couple years before I re-met Tony, I had a really terrible breakup. I mean, I was so in love with this ex of mine, and I was blinded by the love I felt for him. I thought I would never be happy again. Through a scenario where I'm truly suffering, crying all the time, and this is beyond a few weeks. This is going on for months, possibly even a little more, over a couple years. And I remember sitting down and hearing about the concept of visualization, picturing what I wanted, what I want in life. So I've always been used to writing it and talking about it and planning it and making lists. For the first time, I heard this concept of drawing what I want. And I want to show you what I drew. Now, on the far right-hand side, there's a home that resembles the home in which my ex lived. I really wanted to go live with him in Texas. And then I drew a version of us when we're older. That's what I thought that he would look like when we got older. And I drew 5 kids, a room, like a master bedroom for us. And I sketched out a few university sweaters, SDSU, LSU, TWU. I actually did end up going to SDSU. I actually did become an English teacher. I teach reading and writing. I don't weigh 125, but I am in the process of attempting it. And we are trying to search for our home. My Tony, who I love right now, he kind of resembles this guy. Big eyes, goatee, big nose, freckles, even the freckles, kind of. It's just amazing to me that I drew this, and a lot of these came true. The man, almost exactly as you see him. The university, I became a teacher. I love my room, my independence. And obviously not everything in this picture has come true. I'm still in the process of trying to get healthy, getting a home, and starting a family. We were packing because we were gonna move out. We were gonna get our own place. Go figure, right? And I found a lot of my things. And among these things that I found was this picture that I drew a long time ago. And that's Tony. I said, that's Tony's face, and that's the school I went to, and look, I am an English teacher. And so now you see me 9 years later, and half of these things have come true. I'm going for more. The journey never stops. And I guess overall, what I'm trying to tell you is that you need to hang on really tightly for the ride of your life. It's not gonna be easy. It's gonna be rough. It's gonna hurt almost, but it's gonna be so worth it.